Today's campaign is gonna find us starting in the beautiful countryside city of Swordhaven, one of the academy cities of Lockyer, located in the country of Akerim, is where we find ourselves as we zoom in for the first day of school. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll a quick little d10 divided by 2 to figure out who we're meeting first. All right. So we zoom in, we zoom past all of the classrooms and schools that are the core of the city, down Academy Lane, and into a few blocks off Academy Lane, where we have some of the luxury apartments that some of the more wealthy students prefer to stay at, rather than the on-campus dorms that are, good enough for everyone else, but sometimes you need a little luxury in your life. And we zoom up to the 4th floor of these luxury apartments, and into a massive 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom apartment. You see 2 of the rooms completely unoccupied by people, but packed full of clothes, and different outfits arrayed in matching order, numbered for, what day of school. Like, first day outfit picked out, of course. Second day, third day, fourth day, all the way up to like 300th day of school, like going into next school year's outfits, all picked out, ready, aligned. And we see sitting, barking at the bedroom door, waiting for their master to wake up and start getting ready for the first day of school, is a little puppy. And on the other side of that door, DJ, do you want to go ahead and introduce your character to us?
Yeah, my character's name is Remy Norton. She is 6 foot tall, very tall lady. And she is not a morning person, even though she does live on a farm. She's not a morning person. So as Mayhem is, her dog is named Mayhem. As Mayhem is barking at her through the door, she's like, "Oh my god, Mayhem, please shut up."
Yeah,
and she's gonna begrudgingly get out of bed, ugh.
Absolutely. You hear Mayhem pawing at their food bowl, as they're waiting to be fed for the morning.
I'm coming, Mayhem. She's opening the door.
Yes.
She's like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
where's the farmhands when you need them?" She's living alone for the very first time in her life.
It's so hard. It's so difficult.
So difficult.
Yeah, you make your way out. You get Mayhem fed. You get yourself fed, dressed, ready for school, and start to head down to the first floor, and it's a short walk to school. I think probably you're planning on just walking the 2 or 3 blocks up to campus. But as you step out of your apartments, you see before you, waiting on the street, is a nice fancy car. And go ahead and roll an insight check. Let's get the first roll of the season.
Yay! I love this scene. I rolled a natural 20. You'll never.
Let's
go!
Oh! In that case, you pause just long enough to think, your initial thought is oh, that's so sweet, my parents set up a car to drive me to school on the first day, and then you pause for a second and you're like, but I feel like they probably would have told me, and you pause just long enough to see someone else stepping out of the apartments. You see a tall, not quite as tall as you, probably about 5'11", sandy-haired guy. He's wearing jeans and a flannel shirt over top of just a black t-shirt, walking up, and I'm gonna see if he notices you. He does not. He just rushes right past you, walking up to this car. The window rolls down and the person leans out and, Marshall? Yes, that's me. Thank you. And he goes to hop into the back seat of the car there. For this car is waiting for him, not you, unfortunately.
Oh, that's so sad. I think she's a little affronted that he just kind of blew past her, "Excuse me."
You call out, and he turns around, seeing you now this time. Give him a quick little. Does not recognize you. Oh, sorry, darling. Can I help you?
You could have said "excuse me," could have brushed. Anyway, hi, I'm Remy. Nice to meet you.
Oh, Remy, he shakes your hand. Leo, you're that little farm girl, right?
Oh, and you're the little farm boy. My dad's told me so much about you.
Uh, to be honest, we haven't heard too much about you, but it's a pleasure. Do you need a ride to school? I've got a car here.
Alright. So okay, I'm gonna get used to my new surroundings, but I hope you have a wonderful school year. And she's just gonna turn and be like, she's all mad.
Absolutely. Hey, well, if you change your mind at any point in the future, I've got this booked for the year, so always happy to lend you a ride. And he hops on in the car, and it pulls off up towards campus, and you follow behind on foot as you're making that walk up to campus, passing on the outskirts of campus the dormitories that most of the regular students stay in, especially if they don't have the money to afford an apartment in the city, or if they just want to save that money to spend on school supplies or hanging out with their friends in the city. But we zoom away from you up the stairs into the dormitory, and we find on the second floor of the dorms, waking up. For the third year in a row in the same room, by pure happenstance, we meet Brandon. If you want to go ahead and describe your character.
Yeah, I'll be playing Breno Cheraswol, and he's kind of like this, sort of like big, like 6'3", like kind of like long, wavy-ish hair with a little bit of like some whiskers going. First thing, he got a couple hours. First thing he does, make sure, even though he's kind of like an easygoing guy, first his like room, like his section of the dorm, really tidy, bed made, real military. He puts on some fucking sweatpants and a t-shirt, and he goes out on a jog. He just goes jogging.
Absolutely. Yeah. As you grab your jogging clothes, there is a very clear delineation down the room of like your side, very nice and tidy. Everything's exactly where it should be. The other side, your roommate, not the most tidy. I mean, again, this is the first day of school, so you guys have probably been here a couple days at most, definitely less than a week. Already clothes all over the floor, like half-eaten takeout containers sitting on the desk, like. This person's a mess. You haven't even like your roommate's also like pretty nocturnal. Like you know his name is David, but you haven't met him yet. He's not in the prestige class with you. He's just one of the students that attends regular school here. But he's almost never home, and when he is at the same time as you, he's asleep. Still haven't met him, but you know he's a bit messy.
Can I roll? Like you're describing one of your actual roommates you had in college.
I had one roommate in college, and he was a whole trip, but not like that. Completely different.
Can I go ahead and roll a stealth check real quick?
Yeah. Give me a stealth check to not wake him up.
That's an 8.
An 8.
I think with an 8, I think Breno, whose nickname is Breezy. I think Breezy is like not even is gonna be like. Morning, David, and then he just walks out.
Yeah.
Completely foregoes the like trying to be stealth. They just morning and just.
Yeah. As you open the door, David's like, "Oh, bro, it's not even 10 a.m. yet. What the heck?" Just like rolls over and like pulls a blanket over his head.
I think Breezy like leans back in through the doorway and goes, "Oh, that's funny because classes start at 10." And then he.
You head off on your jog around campus, saying hi to people as you pass. This is your third year on campus. Definitely some new faces of underclassmen, some new transfers, especially today. With the start of your junior year, there's a bunch of new students here for the Prestige program that you haven't met. So a few new faces around campus as you make your jog around. We zoom back out away from campus, back into the city, but not back to the apartments. We zoom in over to what looks like a small, sort of unassuming little building on the corner of a smaller intersection. To those who know it, it's sort of a office space for rent. Just looks kind of older, nothing fancy about it. But as we zoom inside, we see some new fancy technology. Some of it still with like the little plastic film wrapping still on it, as it's this place is still getting set up. But over in a corner, a piece of the technology that is definitely still set up is the sort of sleeping pod that is currently clicking open and rising up. And stepping out of it, Jace, if you want to go ahead and describe your character to us.
Yes. This is Junior Detective Tomoharu Kaizen.
Yeah.
He steps out of this. It's like this one of those like Star Wars like liquid sleeping pods. He is just, I think it's like he's like in one of those like big like bulky diapers that you gotta wear in it. Gets out, takes it off, goes straight to like where his clothes are, puts on a white button up, black jeans, and this very big dark orange long coat that like covers like with the collar popped out that covers like around up to his nose, puts on his spectacles, pure black, can't see his eyes, goes to spike his hair up. He's got like hair that's like at least like, I don't know how big in inches this is.
Sure, yeah.
About 1.5 hands.
Oh my
About
god.
1.5 hands high.
I hate that
So
I
much
knew
better
someone
than
like
what
this
I thought that
in
was
high
gonna
school.
go. I thought that was
It's
gonna
like
be.
he's
I
in,
know
like,
my
the-
two. I know the exact inch measurement of my two-handers. Anyways.
No, no.
Like, whoa.
I imagine,
Hey!
imagine him in like one of those like early 2000s like don't do piracy, like piracy's a victimless crime
Yeah.
commercials.
Yeah, he's actually the neighborhood watch silhouette.
Yeah. I think sorry, before he puts on his clothes, he puts on this like exoskeleton that seems to like lock into his spine, and
Yeah.
there's like a little chip that connects to like this divot in his skin. And his head gives like a little twitch.
Definitely.
It comes with these like big bulky gloves and boots, but he makes sure he gets out a screwdriver, makes sure that everything's fastened correctly. Once he has all his clothes on, he begins to put on some makeup.
Yeah. And you also notice the night staff left out one of those canisters that you pop into the suit real quick. And go about your day. As you pick up your phone, you see you have a message from JJ asking you to check in this morning before you head to school.
Yeah, I think like Kaizen woke up at like a bright and early 6 a.m.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Bright and early 6 a.m. Eats straight oatmeal, and then
No water, no milk.
no
Dry
water,
oat-
no
dry
milk, just
oats.
straight oatmeal. I think he's going to check in, but as he's doing so, he's reviewing the email that
Gotcha.
was sent by the dean.
Yes.
And he's making quick notes.
Yeah.
On like those who have been marked as his teammates. The second team, and the smaller third team, and he's making more extensive notes and like questions that he has about
Sure.
that smaller team.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Go ahead and give me a quick investigation check.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fuck. 11.
Yes,
I
sir.
rolled a 2.
I got the nat 20 followed by a 7 and an 11, bro. It's
Yeah,
looking good.
I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, my shit B+.
I mean, you look them up. No one really stands out to you that you can like find on like a quick just like is whatever the Google search is in this world. But you do notice that one of your classmates, Remy Norton, belongs to a somewhat large farming industry family, and so there's a little bit more about her family than like her as an individual or a person. But that's really the only person you find anything on. Everyone else is kind of doesn't really pop up for a. No big public figures.
I gotcha.
Leo Marshall, who is also I think is on the 3-person team, maybe. Is also from a farming family. You find out. So, a decent sized farming family. But yeah, you make your way out to the chasm office that you've been told to check into.
Mhm.
Haven't gotten up so nice and early. I mean, obviously there's always a couple of people around at the chasm office, but it seems like
Yeah.
the majority of the staff hasn't shown up for the day. You make your way in. Nodding. You've everyone's at least expecting you, and it's kind of motions you into an
Mhm.
office towards the back, and you see printed on the glass is uh, senior detective, and there's a seems like the whatever the name on it has been scratched off. And you would know that JJ is a newer member here, and so
He he takes
still
note
still
of that.
hasn't gotten his name painted onto the glass yet, but
Mhm.
has scraped off the old name. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah, I think he walks into his office.
absolutely. Yeah, JJ.
Knocks first,
Yes,
and
yes, of
then
course.
opens the door.
Come in. And then
Senior detective JJ Royce,
uh,
I presume.
yes, junior detective Kaisen. It is.
Yes,
Uh,
you may call me Kaizen,
Please come and have a seat.
of
Um,
course.
and he gives you a once over and goes, not exactly what I was expecting, but your record speaks for itself. I see you've and he glances, shuffles a couple of papers around and pulls out like a file. So you've helped
Mhm.
solve a couple cases. Yeah, you do good work. I'm excited to be working with you. Um, Tell me, what have you looked into or learned since you arrived in the city? Anything?
I've been mainly looking into the any records that the prestiges that are in my class have, seeing are any if there's going to be any trouble.
Good, good. Find anything?
Only farmers so far.
Well, there are more than farmers in your class, and he slides a file across the table to you. This is the case I've been looking into and that I would like your help on. I think your position in the school can help us get some more information on this. Missing persons case. Standard, but I believe her brother is in your class. We zoom out from there as you begin reading through it, and we zoom across town over back into the dorms, where we find, as you read the name on the file, Misael, do you want to go ahead and introduce your character?
Yeah. Um, my character's name is Santiago Montoya. In the dorm, it's kind of like his room's kind of spare. He didn't bring much with him, but what he did bring, it's all kind of sprawled out.
Yeah.
I imagine that he had a very sleepless night because there's just stuff like tools, stuff are just scattered everywhere. He probably has like something he's working on, like maybe something he's just like fiddling with on his bed, and he's just kind of like with the screwdriver, just like making little like modifications to it. It's mostly just busy work. It doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
He's just trying to like keep a mindless. He doesn't know what time it is. He probably doesn't remember like feeling tired. He's just kind of like
Absolutely. Yeah, as that's going on, I think probably your morning alarm that you have set to make sure you don't miss the first day of school goes off. um,
Yeah, he just kind of like turns to the alarm and he just like reaches over and he just like presses it. He like just gets solemnly ready for school. Like doesn't really say much. There's not
yeah.
much he wants to say. He just has like that singular goal in mind. Um. Yeah. Don't know what else he'd be doing.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Just getting ready for class. As you're going, the person on the other side of the room from you, kind of gets up and sits up and. Hey, I don't think I met you last night. My name's Scorv, and kind of reaches his hand out to you.
He puts his hand out and he's like, Santiago, I guess we're roommates.
Yeah. I think Santiago. He pulls out his phone real quick and like pulls something up and goes, "Oh yeah, you're in the prestige class, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, me too. Me
it's
too. Cool. Yeah, I think we're
oh,
on. He looks back and like you get a glimpse. He's checking the email that the admissions team sent out to you and goes, "Oh yeah, different teams, but yeah, nice to meet you. I'm gonna go get ready, but I'll see you in class."
yeah, for sure.
Cool.
See you there.
Awesome. And he starts getting his stuff ready as you get ready and eventually head out towards your homeroom class. And we jump a couple doors down, floor over, whatnot. And Shin, if you want to go ahead and describe your character.
Yeah, I am playing Aisling Young. Zooming in, her room is similar to Santiago's, a little bit sparse, but still kind of neater. It's like her half of the room is kind of like a hippie's dream. There's like 6 dream catchers hanging above the window. There's like an incense burner off in the corner. Probably not regulation, but she either didn't read the thing or didn't care.
Absolutely.
It's kind of not as tall as our 6 foot or 6'3" over there, but a little bit on the taller end, lankier and like pretty pale skin, dressed in almost goth clothes, but like toned back a bit, and like has some henna on her hand, and is probably on like just sitting up, groaning, already on like her second cup of coffee, before she just like reaches over to a nightstand and like grabs just an assortment of different pills from prescription bottles and downs them with the last chug of her coffee before going, all right, let's do it. And then getting up out.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
For hold on. Perception 15.
15. Yeah, like you said, 6 dream catchers. You glance over at the incense holder, and there's a incense stick in it that's burning, and you didn't light any incense this morning, and it definitely wouldn't last through the night from the last time you lit it. So someone has lit an incense stick since in the time between when you went to sleep and when you woke up.
For a brief moment, she's gonna like almost hyperventilate a little, and like around her on her side of the room, like it looks like a bleeding watercolor. Just parts of reality of like the picture just start to bleed a little bit before snapping back, and she just grabs the incense stick and puts it out, and then leaves the room.
Yeah, as you put the incense stick out and go to leave the room, from the other side, sitting up, like looks like she probably just woke up, but already like smiling, like, "Oh, hey roommate, how's it going? I'm Opal," and she hops out of bed and walks over to shake your hand.
Oh, hi, I'm Ash.
Nice to
Don't
meet you.
shake
Nice
your
to
hand.
meet you. Yeah, your first year here?
Yeah, just
Cool.
just
Yeah,
got here last
I
night
didn't
actually.
recognize you, but as you're looking around, her side of the room is also sort of a hippie's dream, but different than yours. Like her side of the room has a lot of like crystals, and like
Oh,
like stuff arrayed out, the different like very like her side of the room is also very neatly organized, and you can tell it's like, this crystal has to be at exactly this angle to give you the right energy and stuff like that. As her room is covered and decorated in
Little
all
feng shui
different
going
kinds
on.
of angles.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
got to battle of the hippies over here.
Gems and feng shui, and absolutely. Well, yeah.
Hippie on hippie
how
violence.
About where's your homeroom class? Can I see your schedule?
Uh, yeah, sure. She'll like fumble for like her phone and pull it out.
Which schedule do you pull up? Do you pull up the one that the admissions team sent you, or the one that the dean sent you right afterwards?
Uh, in her sleep, like her exhausted
Mhm.
state of not getting sleep, probably just the first one on her phone. So
Cool.
probably
Yeah,
the dean's
the
one.
dean's one. Yeah. So you pull up the schedule that leaves the homeroom and then like has other classes on it that are like scratched out with like someone like went into markup on the pictures and just like drew red lines through everything, and then just says "Impress the dean." As you hold this up, she goes, "Oh, you're also in the prestige program. Hey, that's great. Yeah, come on, let's get to class. I'll show you the way." And she throws on some clothes real quick, and slings a backpack over her shoulder and leads you out into the street. We'll jump back over to Tomoharu as you're walking and leafing through this missing persons file, which is for a prestige student who went missing last year. And still hasn't been found, and for some reason there wasn't really an investigation into it. Kind of like got covered up, and then people heard about it again, and it's kind of weird to like trying to ascertain the details because Chasm has so few details on this, which is like really unusual for like a Chasm case, where like for the police to like, oh, we're working on this missing persons case, we have the name, and it happened sometime last year. You're like, why is there nothing here? But the name is Nora Santiago, and you see written in pen on the notes, like JJ probably wrote this in, that Nora's brother Santiago is attending the Swordhaven this year. So you kind of like basically like check out Santiago as you're looking over this and trying to make heads and tails of this. Go ahead and give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Yes,
So
sir.
kind of reading over all of this.
That shall be a 13.
13. Cool.
Yes.
Brandon, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I rolled a 5.
Oh shit! All right. That's another. Wow, I'm rolling a lot of 7s. That is a 13.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll say, so, Tomoharu, as you're going, you see, like, out of the corner of your eye, someone running down the street, and you go, like, oh, shoot, I gotta get out of the way, and you, like, go to step back out of their way. Breezy, as you're running, and you go, oh, that person's looking at their notes, they're not looking, and you go to, like, jump out of the way, and you still both collide, because instead of, like, realizing and getting out of each other's way, you both try to get out of the way in the same way, and just bump into each other, dropping your notes and breaking your stride.
I rolled I rolled a
I rolled a
I rolled a
I
nat
rolled
20 stealth. Bye.
I rolled a con save. Kaizen gets thrown back way farther than, a person would be when colliding with somebody. And he's still on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually use my can I use my reaction to cast Featherfall?
Yeah, totally.
So I think
Totally.
like Breezy like bumps into you, you go flying, and he's like, ah, crap, and then he like
Yeah.
you feel like a wind cushion your fall before you hit the ground.
Gotcha.
And he's like, I'm sorry there, friend. I just kind of get in the zone a little bit when I'm on my runs, but I'm Breezy. You new to campus?
A transfer. Yes.
Oh, where
Your
from?
name? I'm from Ashen Island, over in Inohana. Familiar?
Yeah, I mean, I've never personally been, but I think my dad's been there a couple of times for some projects. Yeah.
I see.
How's your back doing? Is it all right?
The impact was more forceful than I expected.
You see, like he like pats himself down. He's like, I can't. I got nothing. I got no band-aids or ice packs. But do you need to like?
All right. I think he pulls. I think Kaizen like has like some like just not like a healer's kit, but I think he has like just like some like minor things to like
definitely
patch himself up.
Yeah.
He doesn't like unzip his coat at all. You see him go or like unbutton his coat at all. Like he like reaches in there like with the button still on and is like fumbling like around in there just to like try and like see the damage.
Yeah, and in Breezy you see like it's a cool morning, it's like a nice 60 degrees maybe. Definitely not like full winter coat bundled up weather. Like this person looks much more bundled up than the weather necessarily calls for.
Gotcha. Did the papers fly out of his hands rom-com style when we bumped into each other?
Definitely,
or like
definitely I think the papers are on the ground around you guys right now.
Yeah. I think Kaizen stumbles as he's like trying to like check for damage. And he goes to like pick up his papers.
I think Breezy helps out with that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Does Breezy notice
Make
anything
a
on the
make a
papers as
perception
he's?
check
Yeah,
for me.
that is much better. That is
Can I make a
a
sleight of hand to try and hide this
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
okay. So
That's a
16,
dirty 20.
So 16 plus 3 is 19 plus proficiency is a 22.
22. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, Tomohara, you get the papers pretty quickly. Yeah. You like. Breezy, you don't get to read anything off the papers. As you kind of, he seems a little protective of them. He's grabbing up up quickly. But you do notice a picture in them, and it's a picture of that you recognize of a student that you've seen around the past couple years that you were here. She was a grade above you, so you didn't really like know her, but you definitely like saw her. She was in the prestige program, so you were always like someone you like watch and were like, oh, I want to, because you were planning to get into the prestige program. And then she went missing around the end of last year, and it was weird because no one really talked about it. Like even among the students, it was kept kind of quiet and not really
Gotcha.
talked about or brought up as much as it should have been.
Does he know like that the name was Nora? Or Nora was the name, right?
Yeah. You probably I'll say on a 22 you would know her name.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to see because I need to roll to see if Breezy if this is any of his biz. I don't think he would. Yeah. He's not that nosy. He would like just hand you back whatever papers and then he just like kind of be like, "Oh, it's weird. I feel like a lot of stuff is mostly digital nowadays, but that's cool, keeping it retro."
I prefer physical media. Yes.
No, yeah, I mean
Sorry,
like
what was
especially like
your-
with books, right? I just kind of like the smell of them and like, the feel of the pages when you turn. I don't know, like the whole pad thing is just kind of like lifeless a little bit.
It is definitely nice to go to the park, spend some time. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Oh,
was it?
name's Breno, but everyone calls me Breezy.
Sarah Swallow.
Yeah. You we
Tomoharu Kaizen.
nice to meet
Pleasure.
you. And he just shakes your hand.
Mhm.
I think
And
Breezy, you're familiar enough with the school system. You've probably like looked through the email enough and know like you would recognize Tomoharo Kaizen as being one of the names that's on your prestige team for this year.
looks like we're gonna be working together, right?
Yes.
Right on. Hey, if you're a transfer student, I've been around these stomping grounds for a while. You ever need any help or wherever to navigate, I'm your guy.
Of course. I shall take you up on that. I look forward to working with you. And he's going to go off.
Yeah.
Real quick. Right after that, I think like he's checking for damage. He noticed that he's definitely bruised.
Mhm.
And just under breath, he's like, shit. Very quickly,
Mhm.
I think he remembers that on the email it said, impress the dean.
Yeah.
Am I able to do an investigation check to get any prior information before going into class?
On what?
On the dean.
On the dean? Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Oh, baby! Oh, lordy Lou! That's a 27.
Yeah. So, Dean Wisteria is a Winari. He's he definitely has. He's definitely a mage. He definitely has magic. But he seems to keep his magic like private. Like there's a lot of discourse online about like what is the dean's like magic, and Breezy, you would also know this having been at the campus for a little while. There's kind of a like unspoken ongoing contest among the students to like get physical proof of like, oh, here's the dean using his magic other than just
Yeah.
like basic aura manipulation.
Yeah.
So there's a whole like underground like everyone there's like people who go around filming the dean and are like, oh look, this is what I got. Like, is that him using magic? No, definitely not. And like still like there's definitely like some like people put up like edited videos of him like throwing fireballs and it's like okay, you didn't throw,
Deepfakes.
like what are you doing? Come on. But like yeah, so no one knows what kind of magic he has. But
Gotcha.
but he definitely is a power just based on his like aura manipulation is definitely a powerful mage of some kind.
Kaizen
yeah.
makes a note of the fact that nobody knows what his magic is, and that students are like trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
He understands it. Kaizen understands his goal.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, he's a gazelle Winari. And then what? Sorry, you rolled a 26.
27.
27. Yeah, on a 27. You gather from like reading reports, he sounds like a very like eccentric, kind of spontaneous, off the cuff type of person. You kind of like looking at some earlier information of like when he first became dean. You kind of gather like you think that he wasn't necessarily trying to keep his magic hidden. He just realized that people hadn't figured it out after a couple of weeks and went, "Wait, what if I made this into a game?" And so now he's playing into it too. And so especially on a 27, you start realizing like some of these like people that are posting like very obvious deepfakes are the dean's like fake accounts that he's making. Just to throw people off.
Okay.
Oh my
I think
God.
he makes a note of like what the burner accounts are and what like the deepfakes are. Just like and he's like crossing out like, okay, magic, not this.
Yeah.
Like it's not fire. It's
For
not
sure,
like
for sure.
yada yada yada. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaizen's goal to try to impress the dean is to get physical proof of what his magic is.
Absolutely.
And keep it.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna keep it to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He's gonna keep it to himself and then like meet up with the dean and be like, "Hey, yo, what's good?"
For sure.
Hey,
I
that
think,
was good, man.
Breezy after that interaction is just gonna take a deep breath and just go, "That's a cool tree," and then just keep running. Whereas, like, as much of like a, his room is tidy, he's like very like punctual and things. He's still very like all over the place and ADHD brained.
Absolutely.
I love that.
But yeah, so he's like, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you head off and finish up your run, get back to your dorm, take a quick shower and everything, get ready before heading out to
Aviator
class.
jacket on.
Absolutely. Yeah. So then, Remy, as Remy's walking into campus, is there anything like is Remy just like beelining to class, or you like stop in to check out anything, get acquainted with some of the like areas before heading to your first class? What's Remy up to?
I think she's just like looking around, making it like she first time being not on a farm. She's very much a sheltered. She is just taking in the sights. She has never seen this many kids her own age before in her fucking life.
Yeah, absolutely. No, this is definitely a big gathering hub of students. Yeah. As you're going along, you see like up ahead, kind of towards where your class buildings are gonna be. You see a group of students gathering, and you see Leo Marshall kind of sitting there, already having like a whole group of followers around him that he's just like talking with, and he's somehow already become the leader of some group. As he's walking up, and then you hear as you're walking up and approaching that, we cut over to the side real quick, walking out of the dorms. Is Opal and Ash talking, and Opal's like, yeah, so I've been here for 3 years, I'm actually from Akram, so it's not really too much of a difference for me. How about you? How are you fitting in? When did you get here? And she's just constant running stream of commentary, the most morning person you've met, the biggest juxtaposition between you two. Not even like asking questions and then not even really waiting for an answer. She just like moves on to the next topic as she's going. But suddenly she cuts off. She goes, "Oh, hold up! I recognize that person." She runs off into the crowd. And Remy, you, as you're kind of like walking in and take all this in, you feel someone like grab your arm from the side, and you look over, and it's this short, like probably 5'3" woman. She's wearing like bright purple and orange and like very clashing colors, just kind of like everything. You see she's wearing like 3 different necklaces of varying lengths with different like chunks of crystal on each one, and has like bracelets with crystals and everything too. And she's like, "Hey, I recognize you. You're Remy, right? Sorry, I looked up our whole class before we started. I was just so excited for the school year, aren't you? Oh my goodness. Come here, you've got to meet my friend Ash. She's right over here." And she starts dragging you off into the crowd, back towards where she came.
I love her.
Ashley gets back.
What a ball of sunshine.
She goes,
She's
"Ash,
amazing.
Ash, look here. This is Remy. I recognize her because she's like the only person you can find photos of online because her family's famous. Anyways, Remy, how are you doing?"
Wow, you're so chipper.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it's the
gonna be
first
great.
day of school. You've gotta be chipper. You guys aren't excited? You're telling me you're not excited to be prestigious? Come on.
This is my
Oh
excited
no.
face.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Um, sorry, what is your name,
Oh, I'm Opal.
girl?
Sorry. Oh, I
Okay,
get ahead of myself sometimes. I just get so excited.
wonderful. Do you know that boy over there? That
She glances over towards Leo and goes, "Oh yeah, that's Leo, right? Yeah, yeah."
Yeah. Well, I'm. I want to start spreading rumors about Leo day one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I
Oh my
Yes.
god. This is DJ's rumor character.
Who's my rumor character? Remy, because she is 6 foot tall, she's gonna lean down to Opal and be like, I heard that his family is like, I don't know, something about them, and that they're doing like really shady like business practices, and that his dad actually owes my dad like a lot of money to keep their farm going.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a deception check.
Oh my
I would love to.
god.
I would love to make it a.
That is such a wild thing that, hey, I just met you. By the way, this guy owes me money.
I don't want that guy. Okay, my deception is not terrible. Ooh, I got a 17.
17. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry, 18. My bad.
18. Absolutely. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. You see, Opal goes, "Oh my goodness, what? No. Okay, you have to tell me all the details." And she pulls you two over to like a little bench on the side and just kind of like sits down. She's like, "Okay, dish," and just listens as you start to spread these rumors, occasionally
What?
waving hi to
She's
to
a
some
girl's
other
girl!
students as they walk by. Um,
Opal's the
Ash
best.
is going to cut in like partway through. He's like, "Well, Remy, if he owes your dad a lot of money, doesn't that mean your dad's also into a lot of shady shit?"
No, see, our business practices are actually pretty clean. My mom is really good about making sure like we're environment, but like it's basically all like rumor mill kind of talk, but his dad's doing a lot of like things, and like before that, before we got involved in like just like helping them like save their farm basically, is that they were doing a bunch of things that was super not cool. And now we're getting them back into cleaner practices.
No, interesting. Tell me more. And she is going to, using a meta magic point, subtle cast detect thoughts.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
Uh,
boys, let's not beef, huh? How about that?
Hey, hey,
I'm
Hey, fellas, we
curious.
stick together,
so
right?
so I
You know?
think you
Yeah, I summon a signum. It attacks.
so
Yeah, I saw.
so
I'm
so
gonna
I think for like for free you get like surface level thoughts, right? And then
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
you can probe deeper. Are you probing deeper or are you just going for surface
No, no, just surface level.
level? Yeah. What is Remy's surface level thoughts as she's spreading these rumors and talking about the virtues of her family at the
her
same time?
her whole goal is to just basically put off the notion like she is better than him. Like he's already on her nerves day one, hour
Yeah.
one. Her goal is just to, like the surface level thought is like, oh my god, I can't believe this actually worked.
Yeah.
And like one of the other thoughts that's like is like, oh my god, this girl will not shut up.
Yeah, I think as you get this and this sort of like he's already on my nerves. I think you probably get a brief flash of him like being a dick around the car from Remy's point of view earlier in the day and see that interaction at least a little bit with the detect thoughts. And I think you get kind of everyone in the area as well,
A
right?
little
So,
bit, yeah.
Opal's like her thoughts are like exactly what she's saying, just like 2 seconds faster. You know, like she's just everything that's in her head is coming out her mouth.
Yeah, with that, Ash is just gonna like clutch her head like, ah, fuck. uh, hmm. Well, tell me more.
Yeah. So you guys sit there and begin discussing these rumors that you're starting about Leo Marshall. So yeah, then coming out of the dorms, sorry, I'll say probably Santiago, you and your roommate are probably leaving at about the same time and heading in the same direction. So you guys, he's leading you off. As he's walking, I'll say Breezy, you're probably leaving the dorms at about the same time, having gotten ready after your run. As you're making your way down, you see, you would know Scorv is one of the students here. You've had classes with him and both talked about, applying to the prestige program, and you both got in. And you see, as you get out at the base of the dorms, you see Scorv goes, "Oh, hey, Breezy, over here," and kind of waves you over.
Scorv, man, what's up? And then just
Hey,
gives
bro.
like they already have like
Yeah.
he also know because Opal's been here for 3 years. Does he
Yeah.
also know Opal as
Oh,
well?
absolutely, absolutely.
He just
does.
has handshakes
Yes.
for like everybody. I think like
Definitely.
Opal is like comes off as like a crystal like hex girly,
Mhm.
so it's like he has like a double high five and like little sparkle hand
Yeah.
thing, like just
Definitely.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
just like excited for the prestige program.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hey, look, hey, this is my roommate, Santiago, right?
Yeah.
Santiago, what's good? Breno, but just everyone calls me Breezy.
I think like for a second he paused, kind of looks at his hand, almost as if he doesn't know what to do, because because it's like that transition
Mhm.
of like the comfort
Yeah, yeah.
of working with his whatever, the little
Mhm.
little gadget, whatever, to like that. He's kind of looks at the hand and he like kind of snaps out. He's oh, and, like shakes his hand.
Yeah. It's like so like what do you like how like what do you do? Like where'd you come from?
Oh, I came from Orleans. Well, I don't know, however you want to pronounce that.
Orleans, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, that's I transferred here. Have excited to learn more about Swordhaven, and he kind of gives like the like not a pain smile, but kind of like a force like
For sure,
I
for sure,
think
dude.
like Breezy just kind of goes like, wow, a lot of transfer students this year, and just kind of gives like he gives is Scorv or is it
Yeah,
Scorch?
Scorf. Yeah, Scorf.
Scorv. He just kind of like gives like Scorv kind of like a wow, like subtly just also like wow, we have a lot of nervous students this year too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Score just kind of smiles. He's like, "Hey, I mean, to me, you're all transfer students," and kind of nudges you in the ribs. And you would know, Scorv grew up in Swordhaven. So
okay,
he's Swordhaven local.
gotcha,
So
gotcha. Good to have you on board. And aren't we on the same team?
and he kind of takes what's the phone thing called in this, like an Omni card, right?
Yeah, an
Omni
Is that
Omni
what
That's
card.
he
right.
takes out the Omni
Yeah.
card, and he just kind of like he looks over the email, and he's just like frantically looking like oh shit, this is information I should have like known already. And he's like he looks at the little symbol. He's like, oh yeah, we are, I guess.
Right on. Good to be working with you. I think you and the other guy I met will probably get along.
I
Um.
hope
Uh.
so.
Tomoharo, go ahead and give me a perception check, as I'm assuming you're probably keeping an eye out for. Did you get?
Good, good fucking rolls today, baby. 26.
26. Yeah, you spot Santiago Montoya, who's the brother of this missing person, as he's walking across the courtyard with that person you literally ran into you
Yeah.
earlier.
My bad.
I would like to make a stealth check.
Yeah, go ahead.
To just kind of lurk.
Totally. Go ahead and give me a stealth.
10.
Can I make
10?
a perception check,
Uh,
just like as
no,
I'm out
no
here already?
need.
Like,
10's under both of y'all's passive perceptions. Both of you see, like out of the corner of your eye, especially you, Breezy, having literally ran into this person earlier. See, I don't even know if Tomoharo gave you his name, but you see him, kind of
Yeah.
He
like,
did.
okay, Tomoharo.
Yeah, I think I think Kaizen like kind of is like he was like trying to hide like around a corner. He sees that like he's been like spotted, and so he's trying to like play it off like he's like emerging from the shadows.
Yeah,
I
and
think
you see him watching you for sure.
yeah, like
yeah,
Breezy was like in mid, like towing, like I think you get along with the other guy that I bumped into this morning. Oh, there he is, right there, actually. Hey, guys,
yeah, he walks over. He goes right up to Santiago. Says, Santiago Montoya.
yeah, that's me.
Hmm.
What's your name? You
I am
seem.
Junior Detective Tomoharu Kaizen. You may call
And
me Kaizen.
I think Santiago is kind of like nervous. It's like so like what's the word?
Mhm.
Like socially, he's kind of like a thing, just trying to like slither around, like trying to like just not encounter anybody, and then he just brick wall, boom, like.
I think Kaizen is just like, your Omni card, please.
My uncle. um, Santiago just like I realized I forgot to describe him earlier, but
Yeah.
like he has like an oversized jacket, like not in like a oh like he's like that's just his style, but in like a almost if he's fitting something else underneath.
Mhm.
But he kind of like puts his hands in his pocket. And he's just like, I'm good, man. No thanks.
Dang.
Mm.
Um, Scorv kind of laughs awkwardly. Yeah. Anyways, you guys are heading to class with us, right? And kind of pats you on the shoulder lightly. Kaizen is like, Anyways,
Boosh,
let's.
correct.
Yeah. Scorv, please. No one
I
calls
see,
me
Mr.
Boosh.
I see, Boosh.
You see. Give me an insight check.
Breezy like Scorv taps Kaizen on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Breezy like kind of like slaps Santiago on the back, like, yeah, come on.
22.
22. You can see calling him by his last name makes him very uncomfortable. He does not like to be referred to by his last
Heard.
name.
Good to know.
As you guys make your way in, Scorv passing a bench goes, "Oh hey, Opal, come on, we're heading into class. I met some of the other the new folk." And Opal goes, "Oh hey, me too," and drags you two along behind her. Oh come on, y'all. Okay, this is Scorv. He's the best. He knows all of the best spots in town. Grew up here. You ever want something to eat? Ask him. He knows the best places. This is Breezy. I mean, he's okay at that too. And she does your handshake with you there.
Miss Norton. Correct.
Yeah. Wait, Jace, how tall is your character?
5'9".
Yeah.
5'9". 5'9", baby.
She's fully looking down at you like, yes? How can I help you?
Junior Detective Tomoharu Kaizen. You may call me Kaizen. Miss Young, am I correct?
Yeah. Hi.
Hmm.
I'm assuming
Junior
my
Detective
teammates.
Tomoharu Kaizen. You may call me Kaizen.
So I've heard.
Huh?
Class. And he just kind of looks off.
Okay.
Yeah, as these these introductions are going on, Opal is like, "Scorv, you're not gonna get this. Okay, that new kid Leo, you know I told you about him. He's the other farmer guy. Okay, his family's doing some shady shit. Okay, they owe like billions of dollars, something like that in the range to the Norton family. Okay, they're not even real farmers, I don't think." And she's taking it to 100 immediately.
Is like
Uh,
Breezy in range of this?
Yes,
Like,
absolutely.
it's kind of-
Absolutely.
okay.
Breezy's like, dude, I hate posers. just kind of, just.
Dude,
Miss
Te-
Turbantile.
10 sessions. 10 sessions later, his family is going to be suing Remy's for defamation.
Yeah.
Defamation.
Because Remy,
That's the final boss,
okay.
actually, guys. The
A
final
lawsuit.
combat is like the defamation
Court
case.
case,
yeah. The lawsuit.
Yeah. Miss Turbantile. Correct.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, just Opal though. We don't need to be formal.
This Leo Marshall fellow. He's in a team of 3. And we're in teams of 5, correct?
Yeah, I mean, there's only 13 of us, so someone's getting shortchanged, right? I mean, I don't know. I didn't make the teams.
I don't think that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
He
just
keeps
continues
going.
on. Yeah.
You line up the competition already?
Finroy Lemley, Leo Marshall, Tungsten Weststeller.
That
I don't like that there's a team of 3. That doesn't bode well.
The dean just does things.
I see.
I mean, hey, if we're doing some sparring with each other, I'm sure. Hey, 5 against 3, we'll be fine.
In other matters, you, and he points to Sarah Swallow, and you points to Turbantile, and you points to Bushk. It's like, you'll have been here for multiple years, correct?
Affirmative.
Yeah, yeah. And
Dean.
Opal goes. I mean, score of the most.
The Dean doesn't like to show his magic, does he?
I haven't
Ah.
seen him use it. No.
Peculiar.
You wanna know what my theory is?
Please. I'd love to.
So I think now there's no evidence, but I think the burner accounts, I think the deepfakes, the deans post them, and that's actually his real magic. It's like a reverse psychology type of deal where he doesn't want us to think that his magic is fire, but it is.
Not this again, Breezy. That makes no sense. Come on.
Perhaps he's
Come
an
on.
illusionist.
And because it makes no sense, that's why he's doing it.
A valid theory.
Name one thing that he's done that's made sense.
You feel a hand on your shoulder from behind, and kind of pulling you to the side a little bit. A new head pokes his head and goes, "Putting you all on a team made sense to me." Winks at you, and you see the dean running off on gazelle legs with that, just sprinting off into the crowd.
Morning, Dean.
Doesn't even look back, just brief, boop, and gone.
Oh, that guy's crazy.
Am I able to cast Detect Evil and Good very quickly?
Yeah,
As the Dean runs by.
totally.
I think Kaizen just gives a quick tap of his spectacles, and to his eyes only, just some a tech interface starts to kind of boot up. And yeah, Detect Evil and Good is on. For duration, I know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me, as well as where the creature is located. I'm just trying to see if perhaps the Dean identifies as something different other than a humanoid.
No. I mean, he's Winari,
Cool.
definitely, but no.
Yeah.
No funky magical is a demon or anything like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, not a demon, not a spirit. Seems like just a regular Winari
Gotcha.
guy.
Yeah.
Definitely a
I
mage,
think-
but
Yeah. Kaizen, I think he has a little notepad that he's been jotting notes on. I think under he has a section for Dean Wisteria, and underneath it is human. Just puts that down.
well, he is Winari.
Yeah,
not-
is Winari. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
No, guys, I think you're onto something.
But yeah, you guys make your way into the schoolhouse, and Breezy and Scorv and Opal kind of lead you guys on. They're familiar with the campus, lead you into the correct homeroom. Where there's a couple of other people already sitting in there, but eventually everyone from your prestige class makes their way in, all 13 of you. Breezy, you would recognize almost everyone. Obviously the 4 transfers from your class are new, and you would also know, just having looked at the list, Devin is a transfer student, and then sorry, and then yeah, just Devin's the only other transfer student.
Gotcha.
So you recognize everyone else as they come in.
A cascade of greetings.
Yes, yeah. Handshakes with everyone. Yeah, your handshake with Okajiran is the longest, most complicated. Like pretty every other week or so, one of you is oh, what if we did this at the end then, and then what if we also added this, and it's just it takes you 7 minutes at this point. It's just this weird, long, complicated greeting ritual.
I think how is the classroom structured, in terms of desks and stuff? What's the...
Yeah, so it's 3 layers of long tables kind of rising up so that you can kind of see over each other, and then seats at those tables.
Breezy just leans he's balancing on the hind legs of the chair, unless they're roller chairs, and I guess not. But he's he's leaning back, puts his fucking boots on the desk, and then it's just like, oh, this is gonna be a good year, and just puts the fucking 80. It's gonna be a good year.
Yeah. I think Kaizen is sitting directly behind Santiago.
Yeah, totally.
Because it's like the 3 layered
Yeah,
things,
yeah, yeah.
right? I think Santiago would like want to have like sit in the corner to have like the best view of everyone in the class.
Oh, so
So
you're
if
sitting in the back
anything,
corner.
Kaizen might be like sitting next to or like
Oh, yeah.
near
Okay,
in
yeah.
that type of sense.
I think he scoots so that he's like right next to
I think as soon as he walks in the class, Santi's demeanor kind of changes. Like this is more his kind of space. Like he's like, oh, like academic, like that, intel, that type of stuff is like him or his alley. He kind of just gives you like the most wicked side. I just like, and he just like opens a little sketchbook and starts like jotting down details of the class, not like notes, but like an actual like drawing. But like the entire time he's just giving guys like the dirtiest like like
Yeah,
what's
I
you know
think,
that like the space, like if there's like there's a chair, leave the empty space and then sit next.
Yeah.
I think that rule is probably being violated here.
Very much so. Yeah.
I think
Like,
I think first thing that Kaizen does as like Montoya like sits down and is like gets like his sketchpad out, rips off a piece of sketchbook, writes down Nora, and just slides it over to him.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
Lord.
he
Oh my
grabs the
god.
piece of paper and he looks at it for like a brief moment. He just kind of looks at it and it's just like his eyes gloss over and he immediately like turns to him with like just a fury in his eyes and like he's not a physically violent person, but this is probably like he probably almost would have just like straight up like jumped up, but like the noise of the other students like kind of stops him. I think he stands up and just like kind of grabs Tomoharo like by the shoulder and just says like points like to the outside of the classroom. He's just like outside now.
He follows.
Yeah.
This is what he wanted.
Like
What happened to not
outside the
beefing,
class-
guys? Sorry.
He just
Yeah.
kind of like takes you outside of the chatter of the other students, and he just goes like, "What the hell was that? Why did you write that name on that piece of paper?"
I think like he reaches into his long coat and there's like a picture of Nora
Yeah.
in the file, right? Just pulls out a picture of her. She's missing, right?
Yeah, She's missing.
No one's made an effort to find her. There wasn't a formal investigation. It was covered up, right?
pretty sure. That's why I'm here.
Mm.
'Cause
I
they
can
they
help
won't
you.
do it. I'll do it myself. Wait,
I can
what was
help
that?
you.
He kind of just like, no, like it's been like how long? Like almost a year ish.
Yeah, it's probably been closer to like half a year because I think it
Half
was
a year?
kind of a little bit later in the school year that she went missing.
He kind of like gives a side eye and it's like, where the hell were you 6 months ago?
Cross continents. Now, if I help you with this, you help me with something of mine.
What is it?
Santiago, go ahead and make an insight check for me, or perception,
Yeah.
whichever you'd prefer.
Spicy.
Let's see. Do-do-do. Where's the do-do-do-do. Insider perception, right?
Yeah, either one.
Okay, cool. That is a 18.
On insight or perception.
Perception.
Perception. You notice as Kaizen's tucking the picture away, on the back of it is a little watermark that you know this essentially this picture was printed out by Chasm. You know that this like however Kaizen got this it appears to be like from a Chasm file of like an investigation into a missing person. So as he says, you know, I help you with this. I'll help you with if you help me with something. you kind of get the feeling that like he might be doing this regardless of you.
All right.
Yeah.
With that in mind, just he still asks like, "What do you need help with?" Like, and kind of like a gruff like, because he's not happy about the North thing.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
North on the
course
piece of
not.
paper.
Yeah. Depends. What are your talents?
I mean, it's not really anything special, but I have been working on a little something. Can are you? What do you need? Why do you want to know?
Would more accurately help me figure out what you can help out with? I have many missions, and they require different talents. You understand?
Santiago just nods. Um, and he kind of just goes like it's been 6 months. I don't know if I can trust you. Let's play the day out. Let's see what this what the classes have to offer us, whatever. But until I can, without a doubt, know I can trust you, I'm not showing you shit.
Very well. Back inside.
Yeah. So you guys turn to head back into the class. As that conversation's going on outside, Breezy, you're just kind of sitting with feet propped up, probably chatting.
He sees
with-
him come back in. He's like, "Oh, look at that! My teammates are already bonding." Completely.
Ash and Remy, what are you guys doing in the classroom? Are you sitting to yourselves? Are you trying to talk to some of the other students? What's going on?
I think Remy is, first of all, sees Breezy put his feet up on the desk. It's like, oh, that's so unhygienic. Oh, and is very much like, that's icky. But then she, like, sits down next to him and pulls out her Omni card and like has like a puppy cam and is like making sure her dog is not ruining
Absolutely.
her new apartment. And
Absolutely.
he absolutely is.
Yes, yeah, he's gotten into a couple of like hand towels or whatever that were like hanging a little too low, and it's just all over the apartment. One of your potted
Yeah.
plants is tipped over, and it's like, oh, come on.
And like, you know how like those like dog cams have like a voice thing where you can like talk, and
Yeah.
she's gonna be like, mayhem, you get into my plants, I send you back.
And then looks over to the side and
Breezy
like
hears like your dog's name is
steps up to
Mayhem.
Yeah, don't you name your pets?
That's fucking
That
rad.
way?
And then he puts out a fist for a fist bump.
She's like, oh, my site's name is Hazard. The weapon she carries is her name.
Right on. I don't have a
Yeah.
name for my halberd actually. I should
Oh,
think of one.
you should. That's it. That's the whole conversation. You should. And then she just pulled out her notebook, like, all right.
Breezy gets distracted with something else.
Yeah. What is Ash doing in the classroom as you guys wait on the teacher?
Probably just sitting with wherever Opal dragged me to.
Yeah.
And is just still entertaining the constant flow
Yeah.
of information.
Yeah, Opal just constant flow of information, pointing out as each new person walks in, kind of pointing out that's Okajiran. He's like the popular kid around, but he's super chill. He's not like intimidating popular, like weird, like a rude popular. More just like everyone likes him. He's easy to get along with. Kind of like Breezy, Anyways, that's Estelle and Finroy. They're siblings. I mean, I don't know if you looked at the list. They've got the same last name, so maybe that's obvious. I don't know. I'll stop talking. But anyways, that's Tungsten. And I don't know that person. Someone walks in, just
Proceeds to
continues
keep
introduction.
talking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll stop talking. Oh, what? It's like,
I swear, guys, I'm gonna stop talking.
Eventually, you see a door that's kind of in the back of the classroom. That kind of probably leads off to a back room or an office or something. Kind of opens up, and a tall, older man, sort of buzz cut. Probably looks like he's like mid 50s, maybe. Kind of walks out dressed professionally. And Breezy, you would recognize this person as Professor Bushk. as he kind of steps up and just right as you two are coming back into the classroom as well. Take your seats. Welcome everyone to the first day of prestige class. I am Professor Bushk. If everyone could find their seats, settle down. Hope we'll keep the commentary to a minimum. See, kind of. I mean, even if you haven't necessarily like had this teacher, it's especially the people who are interested in the prestige program, like know the teachers and everything. As he kind of settle in class, settle in. A lot of new faces today. We've got 5 transfer students. See, some of you have met each other. Hopefully, you're making introductions. Please, definitely get to know each other before the end of the day. This will be a rigorous year, so it'll be helpful to know as many people in your class as you can. If you have any transfer students on your prestige team, please make sure you show them around campus, get them acquainted with the city, as like I said, this will be a rigorous year. We won't necessarily have as much time for getting acquainted with the city as time goes on. Alright, syllabus day. It's simple. I'm the teacher. Listen to what I say. Do what I tell you to. You'll learn to use your magic more effectively, and things will work out fine. Don't, you'll probably get hurt, and I'll have to come patch you up, so don't do that. Anyways, suddenly the door from the hallway is like flung open, and the dean walks in and he goes, "Welcome, students, to syllabus day, my favorite, personally." And you see Boosh get the front, goes, "Oh," and kind of rubs his temples and just kind of like sits back and is like, "There's nothing I'm doing to stop the dean. He's taking over." As the dean walks in, "Well, students, the syllabus is simple. You have one task this year. Impress me. The rest of your classes, unimportant, unless you think that will impress me by going to them. Well, get to it," and runs out of the classroom. Just like every time you've seen him, he is like running, just constantly in a state of sprinting.
Breezy just goes so wise.
Tyson takes note that he is always in a hurry.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's suspicious.
it is.
What if he just likes to run? A runner.
Bushk stands back up and goes, anyways, as I was saying, please listen to me. I've been around the block. I am a full prestige myself, so I know my way around magics and the path to becoming a prestige. I will help guide you along that path and make sure you make it there yourselves, but I do ask that you listen to me. If you have questions, please ask them. I want you to understand. But at the end of the day, know that what I am advising you is for your own good, so don't do anything stupid. And if you do, tell someone else first, have a backup. Anyways, and he pulls out some papers and goes obviously is about to start passing them out, walks up and right before he sets the first one on the desk, the dean bursts back into the classroom and grabs the papers out of his hand and throws them behind him, and they fly up into the air, and he's like, "And I almost forgot, your first assignment, in addition to impressing me, please avail yourself to any of the stairwells that lead down below the school and find something interesting to bring back. Surprise me today, please. The team that surprises me most, I will personally lead one training lesson for." Is that a reward? Do people why is everyone still sitting down?
I think when Kaizen said, "Go downstairs and find something interesting," he's already up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's already up. He's gone.
The dean, as you're walking down the stairs, the dean claps you on the back. "There's a good student. Yes, everyone should be following him."
I think he falls over.
Yeah.
I think he falls over.
He's in the He's still in the lead until someone else gets up. And the dude
On your
just runs
feet,
back.
Kaizen, let's go! And then he just Breezy just fucking
Yeah.
gotta just make an athletics check to
Yeah,
pick
yeah,
him
yeah,
up
just
from like
pick
the
him back,
scruff
pick
of
him
his
straight up,
jacket. I'm actually gonna go into a rage in this instance too. I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna get into the fucking zone. Okay, so that's 16 plus 5 strength is 21, and then proficiency in athletics is 24.
Yeah, you go to hoist Kaizen up, and like you can tell like he's definitely like he's bundled up, and it looks like he's wearing some like really baggy clothing. So like he looks like he's a smaller person given like how much like padding this clothing has to add. He is like a lot heavier than you expect him to be. You lift him up, no issue. Like you're a strong guy. But definitely
Yeah.
like you're expecting like for like someone of his height and like it's hard to judge with like the baggy clothing and everything, but like you're probably guessing he can't be more than like 140 pounds. Like he looks pretty small, but like when you lift him up, he's like close to 200. You're like, what the? Like it's
Yeah, I
surprising.
think like Breezy like heaves him up onto his feet and goes like, I like your grit. Let's get this freaking win.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think Kaizen gets out some tissues and just coughs real quick. Just coughs into them real quick and throws them into the trash can. He's trying to make sure that nobody can see. I think I'm gonna make a sleight of hand. So nat 1.
Yeah, you cough in your head. I don't think anyone's even particularly looking, but as you go to throw it in the trash can, you like hit the side of the trash can and it falls down. So yeah, everyone can see. I'm assuming a bit of blood on in the tissues.
Yeah.
And
God.
also, actually, I have Breezy go ahead and make a perception check because I think you're probably the closest, having also gotten up and rushing to get out of the classroom here.
That is that's a 10.
A 10. Yeah. You see, like for a second, like as he like stoops and picks it up, especially on that not one side of hand. But you see, like just for a second, you can't get any closer look before he throws it away. But there's like a couple specks of like black in the blood that he coughed up. Maybe. But maybe it's just a trick of the light. Maybe it's just some dust off the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it's in the trash.
I think
all
Breezy says is, we gotta work on your aim, bud. And then we
Yeah. Yeah, Kaizen just grunts, shakes his head, and he just follows Breezy.
Cool. The rest of the class, as you're going out, the Boosh, Professor Boosh at the front is like, yeah, I guess do what the dean said, but be careful. There's all sorts of things in the basements. Keep an eye out. Call me if you need help. And you all get a ping on your Omni cards in email from Professor Boosh with his chirp ID, so you can contact him quickly if something comes up and his assistance is required. But yeah, the rest of the students kind of like look at each other and they're like, oh, okay, and kind of like in varying states of like Opal's up and like going to the door about as quick as y'all too. But everyone in varying levels of enthusiasm is like, I guess we're going into the school's basement today. You guys make your way that way. I am assuming Santiago, Ash, Remy are following as well. Any side stops or anything else you looking for, or just straight to the basement? I guess, how quickly are you guys running to there? Are you trying to be the first group that's down into the basement?
Kaizen is trying to be the first.
Absolutely.
Kaizen is trying to get down there.
Ash will probably knowing those two are also her teammates, will try and run up to catch up to them and probably fail.
Sure.
Yeah, I think Remy is just like, well, all right, here we go. Gonna bring her scythe whip because she does not trust basements of random schools that she just walked into. And
Yeah.
is like, all right, well.
Yeah, I
Cool.
think
Follow.
Santiago just makes like a mental note that there is a basement just here.
Yeah.
Like this wasn't something he was like prepared for. The jacket he had on, he kind of like takes off, just like puts it on his chair, and he just like walks down the bearing or wherever the basement is, the
Cool.
entrance is, but like not like hurt, like kind of like a still like looking, taking things in type of way.
Yeah. You guys make your way down into the basement. You find a stairway. You pass a couple of stairways that don't lead down, but eventually find one that does go downwards, and it leads into this basement that looks like more classrooms, except like all of the lights are off. Like it looks like a weird like this was used for classes and now it's abandoned or something. And also like it glancing in, like some of the classrooms have stairways that lead further down, like just glancing in the windows here, and so you're kind of in this weird like eerily lit area, and the other prestiges are kind of finding their way down here as well, and like the 13 of you are all still kind of like together, like even though it's like, oh, each prestige team is on their own, you guys are all kind of find this basement together and are like, this is weird, right? Opal kind of like steps up closer to you, Remy, as you like pull your scythe out, and she's like, I'm getting some really weird vibes down here. You?
Yeah, I don't often walk into very weirdly lit classrooms most of my life. So yeah, this is new territory for me.
Yeah. Me too. She kind of like looks around a little bit and is like, I guess we go in more, or what are you? I and
I say we send a man. We should send a man in first. One of you please step up to go inside further.
Kaizen is already.
Yeah.
Kaizen is already. I think like Kaizen and Saraswello are on like the same page. I think like Kaizen is aiming to like go down to the deepest level,
sure,
and he just wants to be the first one there. I think like this down the stairs, he's not stepping. I think he's like turned on some buttons on his boots, and he was just like gliding down the stairs. As like kind of like I think like mini rockets are just kind of like shooting out.
Sure.
And he's just just going down the stairs as fast as he can to get to the deepest level.
Wow.
Meanwhile,
I think
Breezy
it's
just has like a big ass tailwind.
Yeah.
Just, which also
I
like
think in seeing that is so wild because now Opal and I are just like, well, whatever gets them first, we won't get. So
Ash is just like next to you, and like, they run really fast.
Leo steps up beside you and goes, "Don't worry, I'll make sure it's safe in here." And he's going. He actually goes like, I'm assuming you guys are like one of the first classrooms that has a further stairway down. You guys are going, and he goes a little like deeper into this like eerily dark classroom area to see what's further back. And he kind of looks over his shoulder and waves, and you see Breezy would at least recognize Tungsten and Finroy following him further down. Opal looks over to Okajiran and Scorv and Estelle, and then finally who you're presuming is Devin but haven't met yet, and is like, y'all are going. They're like, let's go down, I guess. Sure. And they follow you guys down this stairway, which goes down like a lot. It kind of like loops around on itself a couple of times. Goes down a lot longer than like a normal flight of stairs would. And eventually the walls stop being like the regular like school walls, and they're like just solid stone. And eventually it like opens up into this weird like cobblestone tunnel that goes off and like branches off in like 8 different directions within the first like 50 feet of the tunnel. That's just kind of in Breezy, you would be familiar with at least the rumors of this. You probably haven't been down here yourself, but of just like, there's a weird tunnel-y basement underneath the school. It's like maybe an old sewer system, and supposedly the dean keeps like random signum and stuff stocked down here to like train students with. So
right on.
Yeah. And Scorv, as you guys are walking down, is kind of like is talking to presumably Devin and telling him this as well, so the rest of you can kind of overhear that.
Are we all like caught up together, or
yeah. So the 10 of you, so the team of 3 kind of went off on their own, like didn't go down, but went further into that first level. But the 10 of you have like gone down into the like dungeon tunnel sewer system area. Like it's definitely like looking around. It's supposed to be a sewer system. You can tell like where the path is, and it's got the little things on the side to like walk down and stuff. But like it's dark and made of stone and like slightly damp, and like it feels like a dungeon. um, but yeah, so you guys are kind of at the base of the stairs. They are all still kind of like huddled together here. The two separate prestige teams.
Upon entering, Ash is just gonna like take a deep breath, and the shadows around her are gonna almost like shift, and
Mhm.
it looks like there's almost just like faint smoke trails and various different shapes all
Mhm.
constantly shifting. I'm just gonna like wrapping around her, and I'm casting mage armor.
Cool, totally.
Sick.
Um, yeah. So you guys are all kind of sitting there, and Opal is kind of like, well, you think we should all stick together, or you think the dean wanted us to do this in individual teams, or I mean, there's a lot of branching pathways. And I'll have everyone go ahead and make a perception check for me. See if you guys notice any differences between the pathways.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, dirty 20.
18 from Kaizen.
17.
17?
22.
Good.
22.
Oh, good.
God.
And,
Hey,
wait, Remy,
we are
that
a
was
perceptive group.
Remy, that was also a dirty 20?
Yeah.
Cool. Wow. So the lowest was a 17. Okay. So I'll start with the highest. Santiago, you got a 22. You notice in like right around the corner at one of the branches, you see like some like there's little piles of like trash or refuse or anything, but you see something that's like a little bit brighter colored, and you walk up and kind of pull it out from like underneath some other like trash or discarded something there, and you see this like light blue. It's really just like a shard of plastic. It's got a little bit of like writing on the side that probably doesn't make much sense to anyone else, but you recognize it. This is like the corner piece of plastic that has broken off of like a Polaroid camera, and this is like definitely the exact same blue of your sister's Polaroid camera.
Right. He notices that and he kind of picks it up and like he can I make a sleight of hand check to see if he like can quickly just kind of stash it
Yeah,
away
go,
somewhere?
give me a sleight of hand check.
Yo, bring that back to the dean, dude. Holy, that'd be.
Hey, my missing sister's Polaroid.
Hey, you know that missing student? Bam.
That was a
Better
nat
yet, just
one.
bring your
And
missing
that
sister.
Nat one.
Yeah, you kind of you pick it up and you like stand up straight and like look at it for a second of like you're lost in this like holy shit like you came here looking to like try and figure out what happened to your sister, and like obviously you wanted to and you like thought you could, but you also on some level didn't really expect to like find a very hard substantial clue like first day necessarily, and so for a moment you're just stunned of like, okay, I like this is real. I am on this path, and then you're like, oh, and you like put it in your tool belt or something. But definitely the rest of you guys see him picking that up. But as he's doing that, Breezy, you notice kind of a little bit of especially with your storm magic, you notice a little bit of an airflow coming from most of the passages. But the one that Santiago just kind of like walked up to and pulled a piece of blue plastic from, no airflow coming out of that. Just perfectly stale, stagnant air, which is especially strange because it's like this weird 8-way intersection of tunnels. So it's weird that like some of the airflow from the others isn't going down that one at least, but nothing, completely still air. Let's see who's next. Yeah, Remy, you notice some. You had an 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20. Cool. You notice some like plant growths around, and you see the ones down. You notice specifically down this tunnel. The different plants are in like looking around, like everyone else just sees like some plants, but you know plants. You grew up on a farm. You're very familiar with plants. The pattern that they're growing in is very there's a very distinct pattern to the ones down this tunnel. And let's see. Ash, you notice all of this in that same tunnel. If I didn't need to belabor the point of this tunnel too much, right? You all rolled well, so you notice a like footprint on the other side from where that piece of plastic was found, and you kind of like walk over to look at it, and in the footprint is like like little ashes almost, and you're like, and you kind of like you bend down, you look at it, and you like touch it, bring it up. It smells exactly like the incense that was burning in your room this morning.
Guys, I don't think there's anything down that tunnel.
And Kaizen, you see Santiago picking up this blue piece of plastic, and you also see down along the wall little like small scratches at kind of higher up in the tunnel, like something has moved through this. Not like gouges in the stone or anything, but like where some of the dirt and refuse that has built up on the walls has been like scraped away. And so like whatever moved down this tunnel was either like tall or was like reaching out across this like 15-foot wide tunnel to like crawl along the walls.
And
So
we're all
something
like
is moving
noticing
down
like
the
the same tunnel,
Yeah,
right?
all of this noticing on the same like tunnel
Cool.
branchway.
Yeah.
I think Kaizen looks over to Montoya, just says, Montoya, answer clues are down the hall. I'll scout ahead. And just Kaizen's gonna just dash into that hall.
Yeah, as you say this, Opal is like, so should we all be going like the same way, or
I
are
think
we doing different? And Okajiran's like, I think we do different ones, right, Breezy? I mean,
I think like
seems
Breezy
a
like
competition,
points
right?
at Opal like, Opal, you're thinking too much. Feel it out. What is your gut telling you?
My gut's telling me that I should not be here right now. This is weird.
Then follow that instinct. And then I think like then he addresses it because a lot of things happened in succession, and he's just kind of like addressing the bullet points.
Totally.
And then he's like, Ash, you're right. There is nothing down that hallway. There's no air down that hallway. But now our teammates down that hallway. and then he's just gonna go like Semper Fi, and then he's just gonna head down. He's like, no team left behind, and then he's just gonna like follow down. Keep making sure that also with like because like Breezy has like 45 movement speed. Like there's always kind of like a soft breeze going around him.
Yeah.
I think he will also just kind of like place himself because like before he was kind of like booking it to be the first to impress the dean, and now that like okay the situation's changed a bit, he's kind of like calmed down. He's like okay now it's more like I need to be in the center to make sure that if things go wrong I can address both, not just the people in front but the people who can't. Like
yeah, for sure.
So he's entered a more of like a considerate like situation now.
Yeah, as you do this and you kind of talk to Opal, you see Okajiran, who's you would know is an Asteria, one of the more like definitely more well-known people at the school, but like super friendly, like very much not an Asteria by nature and only by name, but just kind of gets along with everyone, very easygoing like yourself. It's just kind of like, hey, Dean made it sound like a competition, so hey, good luck, Breezy. And he grabs Opal and the rest of his team, and they head off down a different pathway.
Kaizen's full booking it.
Yeah, it
Full
sounds
nine-
like we're all
full
just
90.
trying to
Full
keep
90.
up
it
with the
sounds like it might
Kaizen.
be full.
Yeah.
I think Santiago's hanging
Full
back just to
sprint.
see if he can find any more clues, but he doesn't want to be left alone either, so he's like
Yeah.
trailing
Yeah.
whoever's like next in line.
Totally.
I think like Breezy is trying to like he's like the pace setter for like the people that can't book it as hard, and is just kind of like trying to set a pace that's like sustainable but also like making sure that Kaizen is not out of visibility.
Yeah, Kaizen's definitely like booking it faster than I think. Like Breezy, you could keep up with Kaizen if you were, if you're like full sprinting, but definitely he's booking it faster than anyone else could be keeping up with. And as you guys make your way down, this tunnel is pretty long. Like you're like full booking it. You're going for like 30, 40 seconds, and the tunnel's still going with like a few small branchways, but you glance down them and you see it's like, oh, that one caves in, that one like dead ends shortly, that one looks tiny and just feels there's a distinct feel, and like looking like at those things that you all notice, you can tell like we're going down the right path. This is, the side ones don't have the same vibe to them.
Yeah.
So, Kaizen, how outpacing the rest of your group are you? Are you slowing yourself to let them be sort of close?
I think yeah, he'll like slow himself. I think he like turns himself around. I think there's like front jets to his
Sure.
boots. But like he slows himself down so that I think he's going to slow himself down so that when he turns back around, Sarah Swallow is like right in front of him. And he looks at everyone else, just like, "You're following. Good." Turns back around so that he's in pace with Sarah Swallow.
Yeah. Cool. As you guys keep going, Santiago, as on your 22 perception check from earlier, you start to notice that those same like scrapes of like something has moved along the top of the walls from earlier, that Kaizen noticed earlier. And then Remy, you start to notice as you're like seeing these plants are growing in like a very specific pattern as they go, and you're kind of like it's bugging you. It's like there should be some sort of like pattern, or like I should be able to recognize it. It looks kind of familiar, but I'm not really like picking it out. And the plants are a little like it's just little like weeds and small vines and stuff. Like there's no like major like foliage or anything. And so it's kind of hard to pick out. And then you get into this room, and it opens up into this big like cavernous dome-shaped room that's does anyone have dark vision here? I don't think so. I don't think anyone's cool.
Humans.
Oh, humans!
Yes.
Humans.
There's like a weird, like a little bit of a low, like dim light kind of around these tunnels from like there's small little holes that go up to the surface of like little tiny holes that let in like a little bit of light, but like you don't. So you can see a little bit, but like you can't see to the other end of this room. So like the tunnel might continue on the other side. It's hard to tell, but definitely this like big domed room. And as you step into this, I guess are you guys like stopping at the edge of the room, or are you just like continuing run across? What's the
Kaizen's gonna stop. I think I would like to try something.
Yeah.
This isn't like a stated like ability kind of thing, but I do have Scorched Runestones. And I think I want to try to conjure up one of my Tri-Blades. I'll conjure up a Tri-Blade Red, and I just want to like hold it out and see if like that is able to create at least a bit of light.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of light. So you probably pulled it out earlier for some light, but yeah. It's definitely like it's definitely not lighting up this whole room. This is a pretty big, like a couple 100 feet across room, but definitely it's providing a little bit of light around you to see by as the flames kind of flicker along the edge of a dagger blade.
Yeah, I think now that I can't see shit, I'm slowing down.
Yeah.
Ash finally catching up to them once again. Pansy like, fuck. Why do you run so fast? Looking at Kaizen holding the blade, like, oh, hang on. And she's just gonna like swipe her hand through the air and like grabbing something, and then pulling out of thin air like a flashlight with dream summoning.
Yeah.
And just clicking it on and.
Totally. Yeah. You reach in and you see briefly as you reach to the side the dream of some person, obviously don't recognize, just a random like dream that's happening
some
right now.
kid at night
some kid that's like
yeah.
in the forest and is like looking around horrified, and you just like snatch the flashlight out of him. You like grab the flashlight and you're like, it's just a dream, and you see like as you grab it, like a copy like shimmers and appears in their hand again. Like you're not really affecting their dream too much, but you're like pulling it out of the dream.
Okay.
As this kid this like scared kid is like running around a forest.
I thought Ash's ability was just nightmare fuel. I was like,
you're having your worst nightmare. You have a flashlight. You just, hey, actually, give me that.
yeah, bye.
Like,
I know.
But yeah, you click the flashlight on, you begin shining it around the room, and you see there's more plants growing in this room, Remy. So you're starting to look at them, and you're starting to notice as the flashlight beam is going around, you're like, this pattern, and some of you guys are also recognizing, like, the plants are definitely growing in a strange way. Like, there's a little bit of, and you're maybe a little bit behind Remy in the thinking of this, but as the flashlight beam goes around and you start to, like, go up, Remy, it finally clicks right as the flashlight beam is reaching up. Oh, the pattern, this looks like a spider web. As the flashlight beam, boop, this massive, like, 8-foot large body with a massive head and mandibles, 8 legs splayed out to the side, reaching into these plants that have, like, grown and are also, like, supplemented with spider web, and just dripping blight from the mandibles. This massive signum is just sitting up above here, as your flashlight shines into its 8 blight-ridden eyes. I want everyone to go ahead and roll initiative.
Let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
Let's